Everyone, we are live. Welcome back to the Olney Sports Card Studio. No, what are you doing, bud? Give that cat a lick. Give me a lick. Step on the cards. Okay. I'm busy last few days. We had UMBC basketball yesterday. I'm sorry, Thursday, and today for the men with a Black Bears game in the middle yesterday. You better not be trying to hump the cat. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? Says no. So, still not done? All right, hold on. So, they beat Maine. Did they beat Maine? Yeah. I think so. And they got, they beat Maine. They got New Hampshire today. Came down to literally the final second. Maryland, UMBC, tied the game, took the lead on free throws with 1 second left, and scored the victory. The women lost Thursday, but won today. Women will play on Thursday this week, but it's a midday game, so lots of kids, and I won't be able to go to that one. And I believe they're back. Oh, he is. Hey. I believe they'll be back next Saturday as well. It was a fun time. After going to University of Maryland, I just feel much better about UMBC. I do have the season ticket, so I'm always in the same seat. Thank you. I'm used to the people around me. You get to know the players and their personalities. It's just a lot of fun. Enjoying it. I'm going to try to get Melissa to a game. Show her a good time. Premium experience. So today I had, let's go this way, my teacher's legislative breakfast, which was near Towson, and then the UMBC game. So I figured I would wear this shirt because I can wear this to both this professional breakfast thing and look like I belong there. And of course I can wear it to the UMBC game. So I'm at my breakfast and I run into a lady who was a former UMBC women's basketball player. And she sees this and says, "Oh, you went to UMBC." I'm like, "Well, I went there for a basketball game, and I bought this shirt," which I guess is a little weird. Melissa thinks it's very weird that I wear UMBC gear without having been to UMBC. You can get away with a jersey, I think, but like this just looks like a professional shirt. But I like wearing it to school because I like my students to see me in gear from the local colleges. I think that's a good thing to do. Some holiday stuff. All right. Looks like these are my stuff with top loaders. So we'll save that. We'll start. Hello. There we go. We're back. So yeah, I'm at the basketball game, and I'm in the front row wearing this. And after the game, I go up. I'm sort of walking around the concourse, and a lady comes up to me just out of the blue, and she's got a basketball in her hand and goes, "Hey, do you know where players are doing the autographs?" I'm like, I didn't think they were doing an autograph thing today, but I said, sometimes I see them in the lobby after the game, so that's where I would go. And then she walks off, and when you come at me with a question I'm not prepared for, I don't know exactly what to say. I'm not all that smooth. So that happened to me at the professional breakfast where the person starts talking to me about being a UMBC retriever person, and I have to quickly explain, well, I didn't actually go there. That was just not my best conversation moment. Could have had Derek Queen. And then, after this other conversation, that was weird. Like, I don't know her. She's not someone who sits next to me. Then I thought, it's the shirt. She thinks I work here. So you put on behind bud? I would too. So you put on a jersey and they say, oh, you're a fan. You put on a polo and they say, okay, you're either an alumni or you work there. I am getting less interested in cards, buying fewer and fewer. Pretty much only buying stuff from teams and players I'm excited about. And Washington just made a big trade, which is great and all, but the downside of it is, so much player movement. The cards can't exactly keep up with who's actually on the team. It makes it harder, I guess, to follow the same person over and over. So I will say, I do like the base of Topps Holiday, but the variety isn't that great. Like, once you've seen it, there's really no need to get more than a box or two of it because the special cards aren't that special. Like, I've gotten, probably by the end of it, a case or two, and it's a silver parallel. It's got the glitter, what makes it look a little bit cooler, but whatever. We did get some baseball, especially some Sean Burke, who is a former Terrapin. Not from the era where I was watching them, of course, but does give me a reason to have interest. And it looks like, pile of base. And this is a lot of them because it probably came from a whole case. And these are all exactly the same. And I don't need this many Sean Burks. So I will probably take this to a University of Maryland game and just give them away to kids or something. And I did get 2 silver parallels, which it's a little cooler. Like I said, it's not super ooh yay. All right, and we got some top loaders. So these would be the cooler of the bunch. Let's see how cool is. So These are just a normal, but is a rookie. Then it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 of the silver parallels. Which again, cool, but not incredibly cool. Keyshawn George. Like the for basketball in general, the inserts and the short prints are pretty weak. Just in terms of not seeing them like, or it's the same card but blue. And that makes it rarer. It's not numbered, so it's not rare. It's just rarer. These are pretty cheap, but the sort of thing of once you've seen it, you've seen it. Again, Jordan Poole, he doesn't even go here anymore. That is the one downside of following UMBC more closely than University of Maryland, is University of Maryland people will end up on cards, whereas UMBC is just less likely. Okay, yeah. So this counts as a short print because of that snowflake on the back. That's all. Front of the card is the same. And I said, I'm not super impressed with that. And then we got a Trey Johnson blue. But no insert, no actual interesting short prints. Nothing numbered. No relic, no auto, no hit. Oh. I don't know what I'd consider my main event of this crew here. There has been movement with Bowie. I don't want to talk about too much, but there has been movement. All right, we've got some Orioles. And I see a top loader in the back. So I'm already locked in with University of Maryland. I've got that Pride Pass. And while UMBC is closer, more convenient, all that, I just enjoy my view. Series 2. I enjoy the stadium and the view from University of Maryland that much more. And I know like the team and players better and their personalities, and UMBC will certainly do. Just because I do pass right by there on my way home, so I enjoy it. It's just not as much of a stadium or view or anything like that. So anyway, that'd be the early season. And Towson's, oh buddy. And Towson's lurking around as well. We have a patch. Player worn material. Kobe. And again, that is another bonus of University of Maryland, is that their players will definitely end up on cards. So the people I know and see from week to week will end up on cards, and that's cool. That'll be early season. Then, with Frederick being single A, we can get to more of that. Aberdeen is still relatively close. Well, from work. The problem with that is, let's say the game's at 7, ends at 10, easily an hour ride home, and I'm up at 5 to do it all again the next day. So a weeknight game, not awesome. Sorry, buddy. Friday night game, possible. Lots of stuff's going on Friday night, though. I still don't love the draft league. And a Saturday or Sunday game, or a midsummer game, means driving all the way past Baltimore on a day where I don't have to do that. So I'm just not super likely to get there. Did get the Crop Dusters tickets. So if Bowie is back in the fold, that gives me that other option. I do enjoy seeing the games there. And there's always the Orioles, who are having themselves a serious offseason. This is a Don Russ set. I just got a couple random teams. So there will be options for sure. And hopefully just another fun spring, summer, and fall watching some baseball. Went to the Black Bears game last night. It wasn't their best game. They started really good, but then they got scored on first, and that kind of hurt their momentum. But hockey's always a great sport to watch. I feel like I'm spread a little bit thin. I don't know who I would cut out, though. And I don't know who I would add more to. I get to just about as many hockey games as I can. But the college teams, Pandora? No. Wrong brand. Maybe. It's really hard to see the special pattern there. Can we? A little bit. Yeah, I mean, it's not Division 1, so they take off longer for the break. There are weeks where they just don't have a game at all. There's times I can't get to them. And even at best, there'd be too many games at once. Like, there have been nights I've gone to the Ice House, and there's 2 games that I would watch going on at the same time, rather than like a doubleheader. where one plays and the other plays, because I'm weird. I'm sure most people aren't trying to do what I'm trying to do. Like, they know one of the teams and not the other, and that's who they watch. And there's a longer time in between when they're home. But it is nice. Black Bears are definitely more of a fan experience. Like, they actually, they do the music and the promotions and all that. Whereas college hockey, it's just a college hockey. But it's cheap or free, and it's close. So I don't know who I would cut, if I would cut anyone. Odenton's not bad to do on a school night. It's a little bit out of the way. It makes a full evening. And I was definitely feeling that yesterday because it was my first full week back to school. So I'm definitely feeling it. I don't think I would do the full season pass where, like, they're playing right now. Aren't they? They are. All right. Elite Series rookie. Are you numbered? You are not numbered. All right, and last set. Looks like some Dolphins. I picked them for last because there's the most top loaders in here. I find the press proof cards weird. Because what that doesn't even mean. Like, that wasn't designed for the press. It's in my pack. There's many of them. I do think I still prefer hockey to basketball. But, I mean, the last couple minutes of a competitive basketball game are great until it's infinite timeouts and fouling and all that. I'm enjoying the crowd at UMBC. Maryland certainly did have atmosphere. All right, we're going to end with this. We've got some Heritage High Number. We've got some archives in here. Don't know schedule for next week. I believe I wrote down Colgate is playing in Baltimore Wednesday, I believe. That would certainly be a nice possibility. Thursday is the day game. Can't go to that. I'm not totally sure about next weekend. All right. So we've got Heritage High Number. Huh? Oh, all right. So Brandon Young. I just was not paying attention to the O's much at all at that point. So it was Kyle Gibson. That's why HUD. So I remember his first run with the O's. I really enjoyed him. Then he went to St. Louis. And then he came back for a couple games, like a game or two. Was not good and got DFA'd. So I assume they made a card out of him for that. Right. We've seen all these. All right. This must be the archives. So we've got Grayson, who again doesn't even go here. We've got Heston. I don't even know where he goes right now. Cedric, this is like 2 teams ago now. I've shown you that card before. Sangawa, we do have him. Mayo, he might be on his way out. Westberg, he's part of the core. Murray, he's a franchise legend. Kauser, part of the young core. Adley, gotta think he's part of the young core. Okay, we got some Yankees. So I was saying, I love the Yankees' history, both the 80s, 90s, early 2000s when I was really following them, and anything before then. But anything after that, I've not really paid much attention to, so I don't know who these guys are. Which is why I say I like the modern day Orioles and the old school Yankees. And it's hard to do both. All right. And then we'll wrap up with our top loaders from that pack. First, it looks like we have a few more. Okay. This is a Chrome. And between Frederick, for sure, possibly Bowie, we would get a chance to see the Yankees prospects as well. So that would be fun to pay attention to who the other team's top prospects are. And then be able to say, oh, yeah, I saw them way back when. Whether they're on one of my teams or not. And Sangawa. Sparkle. It's kind of weird that Heritage is supposed to be so throwback. And then they take the throwback design and make it chrome and sparkly. All right, we got. Oh. I laugh. All right, we've got Ben Rice. Rookie performers. So my whole thing with the Bay Sox was all about an Adley Rutschman bat. And here is an Adley Rutschman bat. Number 299. Not autographed, but game used. That is cool. That is cool. So we will wrap that up. Hope he sticks with the team. All right. So, like I said, I do not know my next moves. Tomorrow, I'll probably do the Facebook show at some point. Don't know exactly when. That'll either be, well, I don't know where I'll be. And probably won't show up anywhere until Wednesday at the earliest. It might even be later. I think there was a Townsend game too, which I've been meaning to get there at some point. All right, I'm gonna take off. Get to bed pretty soon. Been a long week. All right, see you guys.